भारत माता शिव शक्ति अवतार Sachchi Geeta Murli 16th January 2026 morning class 9th September 1968 Om Namah Shivaya. Sensible children. Yes, Baba, you know, you now know that everything in the scriptures etc. is false. Love and Kush fought with their father. So look here, two children begin to fight with the father. They say that Draupadi had 5 husbands. A Hindu woman adopts only one husband. So here too, on the Chakrata side, they adopt 5 husbands. All of this filth has emerged from the scriptures. Has it not? They have defamed the Father so much. Om Namah Shivaya. The spiritual father sits and explains to the spiritual children. This is a school, but here you are not to look at any physical image, corporeal form. Here the intellect should go towards the one who has no image. In a school, the attention of the students is always on the teacher because the teacher teaches. Therefore, one has to listen, then one also has to respond. When the teacher asks a question, you signal, I will answer. This, however, is a unique school because the one who teaches is unique and has no image. Therefore, you should sit with open eyes and pay attention to the study. Do students ever sit with their eyes closed in front of a teacher in school? On the path of devotion, people have learned to close their eyes and chant beads. Even sadhus sit with their eyes closed so that their mind does not get disturbed on seeing women. But today, the time itself is Tamo Pradhan. Men become attracted even to men. Men have a criminal eye even for men. The father receives all the news. The father explains to you, children, here although you look at the body, your intellects remain occupied in remembering that one without an image. There would be no sage or saint who would give the teaching. Remember the Father, firstly, they would never be able to say, children, children, and secondly, it would not happen that while looking at the body, one remembers the imageless one. You know that Baba teaches us in this chariot. He speaks, it is the soul that does everything. The body does nothing, the soul listens. It is the soul that listens to and speaks spiritual knowledge or physical knowledge. The soul becomes a physical teacher through the body. Physical children study. It is the soul that imbibes good or bad sanskars. The body turns to ashes. No one knows this either. They have body consciousness. I am so and so. I am the Prime Minister. They would not say, I, the soul, have taken this body of the Prime Minister. You now understand that the soul does everything. The soul is imperishable. Body has been received only to play a part here. If the soul were not in it, the body could not do anything. When the soul leaves the body, it leaves there like a corpse. You cannot see the soul with these eyes. It is subtle. So the Father says, you have to remember the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, with your intellects. It is in your intellects that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is teaching us through this one. These are very subtle matters to understand. Some understand very well, whereas others do not understand at all. This is just a matter of alpha and beta. This is just a matter of Alf and Be. Alf means God the Father. By simply saying God or Ishwar, that relationship the Father is not forged. Human beings have completely stone like intellects. Despite being human beings, they do not know the beginning, middle, and end of the Creator and creation. How the history and geography of the world repeat. No one knows that this is the confluence age. You understand that previously we too did not know. We were completely wild animals. We were monkeys. Whatever the Father calls us, vicious, points, monkeys, the Father can say anything. Then he also explains the meaning of that. Here he decorates you with knowledge, and then when you go out from here into the dust of Maya, yours you spoil your decoration and knowledge. Father decorates you, but you must also make your own effort. When they go outside, they speak such things so as though they were wild animals. It is as if they were never decorated. They forget everything. The students who sit in the last number do not have that much interest in studying. Yes, they work in factories, etc., and become wealthy. They haven't studied anything. This is a very high study. Without studying, you cannot receive a high status in the future. Here, you do not have to sit and work in a factory, etc. To become wealthy. All of this is going to be destroyed. Only the imperishable income will go with you. You know that when people die, they go empty handed. They do not take anything with them, only you will go with your hands full. This is called the true income. This true income of yours is for 21 births. Only the unlimited Father enables you to earn this true income. You look at this picture, but you remember the one without an image because you too are souls. So the soul looks only at this Father, at his Father. He studies from him. You do not see the soul or the supreme soul, but you know with your intellects that I, the soul, am imperishable and this body is perishable. So, although the Father sees your children in front of him, it is in his intellect that he is explaining to souls. Whatever those sages and saints, etc., teach is falsehood. There is not a grain of truth. Now, whatever the Father teaches is the truth and only the truth. There is not a trace of falsehood. You become the masters of the land of truth. This is the land of falsehood. The land of truth is the golden age. The land of falsehood is the iron age. There is the difference of day and night. There is no mention of sorrow in the golden age. Its name is the land of happiness. Only the unlimited Father would make you the masters of the land of happiness. He has no image. Everyone else has an image. Does the name of his soul change? He is called the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. His name is Shiva. Everyone else is called a soul. Names are given to their bodies. The Shiva Lingam is incorporeal. He too is called Shiv Baba. The ocean of knowledge, the ocean of peace. This is the praise of Shiv Baba. He is the Father, so you definitely have to receive the inheritance from the Father. Creation does not receive an inheritance from creation. Only the Creator would give the inheritance to his children. While having one's own children, would anyone give the inheritance to his brother's children? This unlimited Father too gives the inheritance to the unlimited children. This is a study, just as through this that study human beings become barristers, engineers, etc. Their yoga is with the teacher and the study. Here, the one teaching you is without an image. You souls are also without an image. The Father says, I teach souls. You too consider that the soul Father is teaching you. The Father comes and teaches only once. It is the soul that studies. The soul experiences sorrow and happiness, but through the body. If the body is there, pain is felt. If the soul lives, then no matter how much you beat the body, it is like beating mud. So the Father explains again and again. Consider yourself to be a soul and remember the Father. He is the purifier. Baba knows that you imbibe number wise. Somehow, intellects completely like stone. They understand nothing. Knowledge is very easy. Even the blind and the crippled can understand because this is explained to the soul. The soul is not crippled or lame. The body is, but they do not consider themselves to be soul. Souls, the Father sits and explains so well, but because they have the habit of sitting with their eyes closed on the path of devotion, they sit with their eyes closed here too, like someone intoxicated. The Father says, do not close your eyes. While looking in front, remember the Father with your intellects, and your sins will be absolved. It is so easy. Even then, they say, Baba, we are unable to remember. Oh, you remember your worldly father from whom you receive a limited inheritance until you die. This one is the unlimited Father of all souls. Yet you do not remember him. You call out to the Father, Oh God, the Father, guide me. In fact, this too is wrong. The Father would surely not belong to just one. Would he? He is the unlimited guide. They say, Oh God, Father, liberate me, guide me. Will he come and liberate just one? The Father says, I come and grant salvation to everyone. I have come to send all souls to the land of peace. There is no need to beg here. After all, He is the unlimited Father. People keep asking in a limited way, Oh God, give me happiness, remove my sorrow. We are sinners, lowly. Have mercy on us. The Father says, I come to transform the old unlimited world into a new one. It is in the new world that deities reside. I come every 5,000 years when you become completely impure. This is the devilish community. They speak of Hakasur, Bakasur, Bhasmasur. The Father says human beings who call themselves God and have themselves worshipped are the greatest demons of all. They don't just say this, but they then say that God is in every pebble and stone. When they become such fools, I come, explain to you how foolish you have become. All these sadhus and saints are hatha yogi followers of the path of renunciation. They can only give the knowledge of the renunciation path. They do not even look at the face of women, the very women whom they say are the great way to hell, whom they turn into widows by leaving them. Then they sit and become the gurus of those same women. If this is not devilishness, what is? They call our mana snake and run away, and then they become their guru and eat their food and drink. So, what would you call them? Who says that they have renounced their homes and families? They take big first class flats and become gurus of women. It is as though they become the husbands of husbands. Mothers wash their feet and drink that water, considering it to be nectar. This is why the Father says, These are big demons like Hiranyakashyap. They too only take you down. They are all gurus. The Sadguru, the one who speaks the truth, is only one. He is the Father, the teacher, and the Sadguru. You have now been saved from those gurus. You will not do such things now. Sannyasis insult mothers so much. The father says these mothers are the ones who open the gates to heaven. It is written, gateway to heaven. But human beings cannot understand this. They are lying in hell. That is why they call out. You now understand that. Baba has come and is showing us the path to go to heaven. The Father says, I come only to purify the impure. Now consider yourself to be a soul and remember the Father, and your sins will be cut away. Tell everyone just one thing. Consider yourself to be a soul and remember the Father. Would sannyasis and udasis ever say, we renounced your homes and families? So, what are we doing now? In the beginning, when they used to come to beg, they would lower their eyes and simply say, Mother, aunts, that is all. If mothers then wash and kiss the feet of such ones, what would be said? It is right to take mothers do this work. Is it right to make mothers do this work? This is why Maya once wrote to all of them. They call themselves Sri Sri 108 Jagat Guru, World Guru. Now, in reality, Jagat means the whole world. They say those who conquer Maya are conquerors of the world. You now show everyone the path to become conquerors of the world, masters of the world. Then on Deepamala, they worship Lakshmi and ask her for wealth. They will not say, give us health, increase our lifespan. You receive the inheritance from the Father. Your lifespan becomes so long. He gives you wealth, health, and happiness, everything. They only ask Lakshmi for wealth. They don't even receive that. This has become a habit. They go in front of goddess to beg. Here you do not have to ask the Father for anything. The Father tells you, by remembering me alone, you will become masters, and by knowing the world cycle, you will become rulers of the globe. You also have to imbibe divine virtues. There is no need to even speak in this. Since you receive the inheritance of heaven from the Father, will you worship them now? You know that we ourselves become this. Then will you worship these five elements? When we receive the sovereignty of the world, why would we perform this worship, etc.? You now know that everything in the scriptures, etc., is false. They have defamed the Father so much. Children were born to a stage. Then love and Kush fought with their father. So look here too, children begin to fight with the father. This filth has emerged from the scriptures. They say that Draupadi had 5 husbands. Now a Hindu woman aborts only one husband and remains a widow for her whole life. And yet they say for Draupadi that she had 5 husbands. So here too on the Chakrata side, they adopt 5 husbands. All of this filth has emerged from the scriptures. That is why the Father says all of this is the paraphernalia of the path of devotion. In knowledge, there is just one word, remember me alone. That is all. By having remembrance, your sins will be cut away. You will become Sato Pradhan. You yourself were Sato Pradhan, full of all virtues. You have to become that again. They don't understand this either. The Father has to beat his heads so much with those who have stone like intellects. You should have the faith that no sage or saint, etc., can tell you these things, except for one God. This one is not God. This one is at the end of many births. I enter only this one, the one who has taken the full 84 births. He has a village urchin. Then he becomes beautiful from ugly, Sham to Sundar. He was a complete village urchin. Then, when he became somewhat ordinary, Baba entered him because such a big bhatti, intense spiritual training period was to be created who would feed them. So, surely someone ordinary is needed. These are all matters to be understood. The Father himself says, I enter him at the end of this of his many births. The one who has become the most impure will then become pure. He alone has taken the full 84 births. Tatatvam, not just one, there are many. Only those who are to become part of the Sun dynasty and Moon dynasty come here, number wise according to their efforts. Others will not be able to stay. Those who come late will take a little knowledge, then they will come late. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long last and now fond spiritual children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the spiritual father and Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Lots of love and remembrance to my beloved Bab Dada and Mat Pita. Namaste Baba. Om Namah Shivaya. Blessing. May you be a world benefactor. The time you have received now is to be used to donate the treasures you have received to the souls of the world through every thought and every word as children of the best hour. So now surrender your time and all attainments for world service, and you will then be called a world benefactor. Om Namah Shivaya.